And good evening. Thank you for choosing Graps TV and the Sicko Show. I'm your host, the Matty Man. We're just waiting on this horse race to go off here. Citizens Bull finished number one, at least on the last race. Sitting there watching that, getting a little feel for it. Smackdown is going to apparently be a decent show today. At least they're putting some effort into it. A little bit hoarse, got a little bit of a cold, tried laying down, didn't go away. But you know I'm not going to leave you guys hanging tonight. We're going to get some of this good work. We're going to enjoy it. We're going to have some fun. Just give you a general idea right here. We're going over to SmackDown here in approximately 30 seconds. As SmackDown completes, we will go to Rampage. And of course, you see the layout looks a little bit different today. Tomorrow, I'm going to show you my Wrestle Center layout. We're going to be doing 9 hours. We're going to be covering the GCW event in Hawaii. We're going to be covering Crown Jewel, and we're going to close out the night with AEW Collision. 9 hours straight on the stream. I'm going to do it. I'm excited. I hope everybody else is excited. Glad we're starting off early with 3. That always helps. And we're loading up right now. Forever. WWE. Coming to you pre-tape, but that's okay. Okay, having also paid attention to a couple of articles that popped out. Just a heads up too, they are actually going to be issuing a championship ring, guys. A championship ring for Crown Jewel. Now I guess the big deal is going to be who gets the most rings. And we're opening up today with the face-off between Nia Jax and I'm presuming Liv Morgan. Boy, Nia coming down there dressed to the nines, title over the shoulder. Hey, we got 8 people in here already. Shout out. All right, we're getting it all opened up here right now. Looks like we are going to kick off with the face-off. Let's see what we got coming up here now. We've got Nia Jax. I don't see Tiffy time, so who knows? We may get Tiffy time. The Women's Crown Jewel Championship. Okay, we have a title for it now. We're hitting at 11 already. Thank you. Well, we're hitting the past accomplishments. Yes, you did. All right. Anything and everything that gets in her way gets annihilated. We got that one right here. You know what? I really do have a feeling Nia Jax is going to wrap this one up pretty quick. Wrap it up with a bow, actually. I think this is going to be the fast match. And, of course, here comes Liv Morgan. She didn't even have to say Liv Morgan 3 times and Liv Morgan showed up. Ain't that something? How's everybody doing tonight? What's up, Catherine? Oh, my goodness. Here comes the Daddy Dom Liv Morgan experience. Oh, Lord. You know, I've been listening to Liv for a little while, and the only thing she's missing in this promo is cadence. I mean, I get it. I get it. Don't get me wrong. Totally get it. Hey, we're sitting at 16 out the box. You guys are awesome. Thank you. She's got a point. She's totally got a point there. Oh, yeah, we can't have it without Tiffy time. Here comes the Tiffinator. That is correct. All right. I think we're getting an announcement that Tiffany intends to cash in. Uh-oh. She just called Liv out. Uh-oh. 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 That's a little bit of jawing back and forth here. All right, so Tiffany's going to tell us what's going to happen. What's going to happen, Tiffy? Uh-oh. Oh, man. Shout out to Tiffany for playing that card. Oh, my goodness. Ruh-roh. Didn't see that one coming, did you? Oh, boy. Tiffany tells her she's nothing without her entourage. Probably true, but Oh, and we're at a commercial break. Anyway, like what we were saying earlier, apparently, according to the news here, the actual draw for this thing is going to be the ring and not the title. So apparently they have crafted rings, like, championship rings. And apparently it's going to be a race to see who gets the most rings. I did read that article earlier today, and Triple H did back that up. So I'm guessing that not only will the inaugural winner bring a title home, but each subsequent winner will be bringing rings home. And I'm presuming that the title comes back to Riyadh every year and gets possibly defended. Maybe, who knows? They haven't been fully transparent about that yet. But one thing that is for sure is that there will be a championship ring involved. So yeah, that's an interesting facet to it. They have added a match to it, so it's going to be 6 matches and not 5. So there's going to be a lot of content there. Ergo, tomorrow's stream will kick off with Riyadh at the Crown Jewel. Then we are going to be going to, let me pull up my little flyer here. If you've had a chance, take a look at it. It's on the site and everything else, but I'm going to go ahead and pull it up. That way I don't have to keep referencing it. GCW Hawaii Mania. That will be kicking off at 5 o'clock, and then immediately after GCW Hawaii Mania, or 8 p.m., whichever comes first, we're going to be jumping in live to Collision, where we're going to be hearing from Jon Moxley. We're going to have an AEW women's title match between Mariah May and Anna Jay. Kyle Fletcher is going to be showing off his goods. And we are going to have a match between Thunder Rosa and Harley Cameron. That's going to probably burn the house down as well. Harley's been getting better as we go along. Overall, it's going to be a busy day tomorrow, so that's kind of why I'm taking my time, moving just a little bit slow on these things here. Yeah, that's correct. That's what I thought, Catherine. The titles will be staying in Saudi, and the winners get a ring as a prize. And from what I understand, they are going to be doing this every year now, so I mean, it's interesting to say the least, but I don't know. Let's see how this thing plays out. I'm going to give it the honest benefit of the doubt, see what we come up with tomorrow. I'm going to be live all the way through it. I got to say, I've never done 9 hours of streaming in a row. I have done 4. I have done 4 hours of streaming once, and that was completely by accident. Was not looking for that to begin. Anyway, like, comment, share. Let's get the word out here. Let's have a party tonight, guys. If we hit 100 viewers today and we hit 100 viewers tomorrow, I do have a Seth Rollins action figure that I'm willing to give away. And it's still in the box. It's not autographed, but apparently Tiffy and Liv Morgan are kicking off a match. That was out of nowhere. Liv is already roughing Tiffy up pretty well. Let's see here. Yeah, we got to get to that announced. Oh, never mind. We'll knock the Prime over. Now we go to the announce table. Is that right? Let's see what we got here. All right, the action spills back in the ring here. Oh, Tiffany introduced her to the bottom of a boot. And she's looking for the reset button as we speak. Oh, gut kick. Oh, hair toss. Let's call it what it is, guys. Call it what it is. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Double boot. Nice. Uh-oh, Liv got caught. Powerbomb time. See ya. And kicks out. That was a pretty solid little chain move right there. You know, this is the first time I've seen, oh my goodness, Liv Morgan. Sorry, I had a brain moment there for a minute. Comes with age. Liv Morgan, first time I've seen her pull off a couple of these moves here. Not quite as, code breaker. They really should start calling that the wake up call because there's no code being broken there, but it definitely wakes you up. Uh-oh. And Liv Morgan picks up with the roll up. So we had a quick 3-minute match there. Awesome. Way to kick off the show there. Liv Morgan got up and almost broke a sweat. Good night. And the briefcase finds Tiffany's head here. I do believe Liv Morgan hit the reset. Oh, never mind. And then Nia Jax hits the reset button to her. Yep. Oh. Say goodnight, Liv. Say goodnight. It's over with. You're getting ready to get squashed. Good luck, everybody. It looked like Nia Jax went on a tear there and just, just for kicks and giggles, just wiped out everybody. Let's see here. What are we working with here? Yeah, everybody sending me well wishes. I appreciate it. Always appreciate the good stuff. Let's see what we got here. Let's do this. Give me 2 seconds here. Let's see where we're at here. And we're getting a recap from Friday where Randy Orton gets his match with Kevin. I'm dying to call him Kevin Cartman. It's how he comes off to me. Kevin Owens, Kevin Owens, Kevin Owens. Yeah, we're getting the recap for that. Let's see what we get here. Just trying to get the word out to everybody. All right, Kevin Owens on the screen. And Kevin Owens is cut. And Kevin Owens says he's going to hurt Randy Orton. Now, what is this? That's the question I've got. What is this? What is this? What is the this that he speaks of? Hey, we're sitting at 24 viewers. And the Street Profits are up. Next. Let's see what we got going on here. Street Profits working their way down to the ring slowly but surely. Be fab. Anyway. Well, at least the one good thing's for sure for Smackdown, their announce crew is going to be in place for at least another year or so. At least that's what we think. Pretty deadly coming out the pike here, probably right after this commercial break. Let's see what we got here. That is correct. They're heading to a commercial break. We're going to take it right with them. So kind of bear with me here. We're going to take about a 30-second break here while I clear my throat. Apparently this cold is working a little harder than I thought it was. But we'll get through it. And we're going to be doing 9 hours tomorrow of this stuff here. Live and in living color. I'll be right back. And we're back. Sorry about that. I'm trying to get my throat cleared out here. Apparently, I have a cold too. That's okay though, so I'll just stock up on vitamin C tonight and we'll go from there. Let's see. We got 25 viewers here. Let's see if we can get to 30. Let's shoot for 30. 30 is going to make the night go better. 40 will make the night go better. Hey, if we hit 100 like we did last Friday, you know, if we hit 100 like we did last Friday, this is going to be a party, guys. Seriously. I'm also working on some flash commercial things to do, you know, some other little neat little tricks for the stream. It's in progress. We're working through it. I've still got commercials on my side. I don't know what you guys have. Then again, I stream through YouTube TV, and, you know, it's pretty much where I get most of my entertainment from anyway. We are going to be talking a little bit about the implications of the Saudi show, and got a few things on my mind there, but we'll get through them during the course of the show. I have a question about the bloodline. What do y'all think about that? Do you think the bloodline, which bloodline do you think is going to win? Which one do you think is going to win between Cody and Gunther? And which one do you think is going to win between Liv and Nia Jax? I got my thoughts on that one. I think Gunther wins the men's side, Liv wins the women's side, and Tiffy cashes in on Nia. That's my prediction. I don't know what's going to happen between Kevin Owens and Randy Orton, and I'm not 100% sure about this tag team turmoil. Every time they have more than one tag team in the fight, you know, it just tends to it tends to be a title switch. The question is who are they going to put the titles on? And are we actually going to get the super push that puts Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill in the ring together around WrestleMania? Who knows? Who knows? Crown Jewel could reveal a lot more than it conceals. And, of course, we got our LA Dodgers World Champion Team championship belts on display. Looking pretty good. I mean, WWE, I got to give them credit. They get into the market by doing these little things, and they seem trivial to everybody else, but it usually builds some viewers somewhere. Let's see if that actually helps with viewership. All right, and here comes not really deadly, but there's something. I'm sorry, I'm just not high on this team. Hey, we are at 32 viewers. Shout out. I don't know what it is about Fridays, guys, but you guys are just good to me. And I really appreciate it, and I want you to know. While we're waiting for them to get down to the ring, I just wanted to cover my partners here. Freshen Up Energy and Cosmic Snacks. When you need synergy, it's Freshen Up Energy. When you want to relax, it's Cosmic Snacks. They've been good partners to the stream. We have great and exciting things coming out. They have a new win. I can't say it yet until tomorrow, until they make it official. But they have a new contest for November that you're going to want to get into. Doing quite well. Doing quite well. And I do appreciate their support, and I know they appreciate my support. So, with all that being said, so Pretty Deadly has finally made their way to the ring. We did manage to have a match, though. So the usual criticisms that people have of WWE, yeah, they did open up with talk, and they had a quick match. Now, we had a little bit more of a build-up. Now we're sitting here with Street Profits, Pretty Deadly. Pretty Deadly are living up to their name right at the moment. They are appearing to be reasonably deadly. I won't say they're pretty deadly just yet because we don't have a pin. Oh! Hip toss into a gut buster. Got a 2 count. Got a 2 count. Yeah, let's go for 40. Why not? Let's go for 40. The night's young. The night's young. Let's go for 40. I'm not 100% sure what exactly is going on here with Pretty Deadly, but you know what? I'm willing to entertain it. Several stomps, referee breaks up the kicks, and we've got a tag. Ooh, high elbow, low kick. Oh, they're going to try to get him up there. Uh-oh. Oh, planted him like a lawn dart. 2 count. Didn't quite hit the reset button on him, but he's working on it. Let's see what we got here. We got somebody showing up in here on Facebook. Pretty Deadly seems to be holding their own. Yes, they are. 33 viewers in the stream. Hot damn, that's what I'm talking about. Stiff forearms. Stiff. These are some stiff elbows here. Uh-oh. That was not good. Okay, they're jockeying for position, and he gets over. We make the tag. Hot tag coming in. There we go. Uh-oh. Reversed. Kicked over. Oh. That's pretty close to 300 pounds coming at you like that. Nice flapjack. That was actually a clean flapjack. I like that one. Oh, he put a little twist into it. Oh, and another little twist into it because, you know, entertainment. Oh, uh-oh. He got hot-shotted. We saw that one coming. That was reasonably innovative. That flying what they call a code breaker was reasonably innovative. I like that. Oh, he tried to throw him over the top rope. Problem is Montez wasn't having none of it. God is good. And then he took that European uppercut and introduced himself to the floor. Oh, big boot. Grabbed the referee for some reason. Uh-oh. Old girl just got involved, and she's going to press slam his ass. There you go. I don't think that's what you were looking for, but hey, there we go. Uh-oh, got him up in the electric chair. Looks like we could get a doomsday. Are we going to get a doomsday? He's trying. Doomsday, have a good night. Thanks for coming. 1, 2, you can count to 100. It's over with. Street Profits, once again, beat Pretty Deadly. The last time they fought, they beat them too. Roughly about 4.5, 5 weeks ago. No, that wasn't a rough night at the office. They didn't look that bad. They didn't look that bad. Pretty Deadly, they actually did good and made them look good on top of everything. Right, Tiffany. Uh-oh. As Naomi tells Nia to keep that title warm for her. Bailey and Nia heading out to the ring here, and we've got a commercial coming up. Just a thought. Just a thought. Excuse me. Looking at the match card for Crown Jewel tomorrow, I just don't think it's going to be that bad. I really don't. And I know that there's a lot of negativity between the two camps. But I think tomorrow's going to be a great day for wrestling, not to mention GCW coming to you live from Hawaii. Aloha, and so on and so forth. And then Moxley starting to introduce himself to Collision. Collision feels like it's going to cook just looking at the match card. Now, Rampage is going to be pretty good tonight. When we go to switch over to Rampage, Rampage is going to be pretty decent. Got a couple of trios matches. Trying to remember who all is going to be in action, but we'll get there. We'll get there when the time comes. We'll get there when the time comes. 34 viewers right now. Let's go for 40. Come on, let's get it up to 40. Only 40. 40 coming along here. All right, guys, I'm going to take one more break here to try to see if I can get my throat cleared out. I'll be back in about 30 seconds while we're still on commercial break. And I'm back. We're going to try this out now and see how it's working out. I'm a little hoarse, but I don't mind. I'm not going to lose my voice. I'm not going to get crazy. I don't think we're going to have too many moments like we had on Wednesday night when titles were changing hands. Shout out again to Private Party for ending the streak for the Young Bucks. And of course, the Young Bucks are going to be off television. Kenny Omega's off television right now. Will Ospreay conspicuously absent on television. Can't wait to see him back again. But amazingly enough, the show's doing just fine without him. So we're doing really well there. Getting back to Crown Jewel, I think that Crown Jewel is catching a little bit of. I'm going to give it a shot for the watch along tomorrow. I'm not 100% sure it's going to be as bad as everybody thinks it's going to be, at least on one side of the pond. I'm talking about from both sides because I'm coming at it as a fan. There will be some analysis live, kind of like I'm giving some analysis here too. See, but I found that if we do the analysis while we're doing the watch along, you get a twofer. You get sort of a peek into where we come up with our praises and our praises and our concerns. You know, that's generally how I do it. Now, I don't have any real serious concerns just yet. I don't think Tiffy looked particularly weak against Liv. I wish they would just strap in and I really do. I wish they would just strap in with something and go with it. Because it kind of feels like this whole women's title thing, and I'm talking about WWE and Women's World Championship, they're feeling a little bit like we're phoning it in every week. Let's try this and see if this works. I hope they settle into something solid for them because the women they have in the titles right now, I'm a little bit skeptical with Liv, but who isn't? She's performed very well, at least reasonably better than I thought she would do with the title. Liv's done really well with it. We got Naomi and Bayley making their way down to the ring right now. But that's just something to think about. I'm not 100% sure it made Tiffany look really, really strong in losing the match to Liv, because then if she cashes in on Liv, of course, that gives you a little bit of backstory. You know, when it was one-on-one and I was fresh, even after you slapped me around a little bit, I still beat you. So you had to wait until I was weak. That's where they're going with this. If Tiffy actually cashes in on Liv, which I've always seen to be the target. Because one thing we're 100% sure of, once you get a belt on a Samoan, it takes a while to get it off. And here comes Candice LeRae. And Indy Hartwell, for those of y'all who caught the news today, I think this is going to be Indy Hartwell's last match on WWE for the foreseeable future. So we actually get to catch some history here. And I think this matchup was by her choice. I'm just saying that I kind of felt like, and shout out to these ladies for doing each other a solid. Because if I were going out like this, I would want to go out with people that at least I look good with. So if I ever decide to come back, we don't know if Indy Hartwell's ever going to be back with WWE, but I do believe, I'm going to say this up front, the WWE ID program I think is going to run a bunch of the former NXTers out because it's just going to be full. So, but at least Indy's in there working like the rents do. I mean, she's not phoning this match in. But just a note, in case you didn't know, this is probably Indy Hartwell's last match. Very upset to hear that because I thought she was a definite talent from Australia. Looking forward to seeing where she goes. I think a stint in Stardom probably would make her something. I really do. I think if she had a stint in Stardom and got some of this hard cam stuff off the top of her, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. Some wrestlers can do it, some can't, and you know the ones who can't. I think she probably would do really well with a stint in Stardom for about 6 months, and then going from there. But I think we should just sit back and enjoy this and enjoy the ride because I can tell you right now, I have really wanted to see Indy Hartwell do something. I really have. I make no bones about that. Hey, Francisco over on Facebook. I see you over there, buddy. Like, comment, share. Yeah, we're heading back to a commercial again. So, getting back to this Indy Hartwell thing here. When that news dropped, I said, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. And then everybody runs off and they blame NXT. Now, I would love to blame NXT. I would. But the problem with blaming NXT like it's the roster problem is unfair, it's illogical, and when you look at what they do versus what they do on the main roster, people seem surprised for some unknown reason to me. People seem surprised when one of these NXT people folds up and goes home. I don't. And one thing I would say, I know that I'm not being ninja watched by any of the powers that be, unless maybe GS, you know who you are, might be watching this. Here's a little piece of advice. And this is solid advice, and nobody would disagree with me on any planet in any known or unknown universe. This thing here, if you can absorb the loss of taking NXT on the road with you at least 26 weeks out of the year instead of 4 or 5 weeks out of the year, if you could split it up, if you could do an NXT show at the Performance Center and then go on the road, tag in with Raw, make it a twofer, make it a 2-night event. This is just a thought. Make it a 2-night event. And then start working your NXT guys in with the crowds that are going to be coming to the main roster. See, that's something NXT does not do. They go on the road, it becomes a miserable disaster. They come off the road and they work out of the Performance Center. Working out of the Performance Center means you got 200, maybe 300 tops people. And it's not a good subsection because they don't have a way to poll people where it would mix in with their regular crowd. In other words, they don't have representation from their main roster crowd. So when that happens, everything looks good in front of 300 people. Okay? See, this is not a criticism. This is actually, this is observable fact. Yeah, I can see Indy going to TNA myself. I think she might work out there. I would prefer though if she just did 6 months in Stardom before she went to TNA, because I think she needs to start working on her stock. I think the NXT thing kind of slowed her down a little bit, and then she just never was able to get going. But the reality of it is you could fix this NXT rod by just bringing them out on the road with you, and then you work less events like they're wanting to do. You know, if you made that a 2 day ticket, and maybe the way WWE charges for tickets, maybe jack it up another 10-15 bucks for 2 days if you want to buy into the 2 day package, and have your NXT roster perform for the exact same group of people that your Raw roster performed for. That's a good way to start figuring out if what you're doing in that little vacuum called the Performance Center is actually working. That's what I would do. That's just a hot take. Anyway, Indy's got Bailey in a headlock. Bailey's working her way out of it. But I have always believed that Indy Hartwell had the goods to do something. She's got the right height, the right build, the right everything. She's almost exactly perfect. That's the whole thing of it. I just think that she always had a shot. They needed to do a little bit better. We're at 40 viewers. Big shout out to y'all tonight. You guys are showing up and showing out. I love it. Meanwhile, Candice LeRae is trying to find the reset button on Bailey, not having too much luck, so she just drops into an armbar, and that's totally fine as well. But yeah, I mean, for all the crap everybody gives Candice LeRae, you try dropping a baby and going out here and doing this stuff. That's the only reason, especially if I know somebody's been in that position. I am completely less critical of their in-ring work, because literally having a child is like working 50 matches and then you got to go back to work. So I'm willing to cut her a break on that. Ooh, she just ate that post courtesy of Bailey. And it's Bailey and Indy Hartwell. Indy misses. She does a drive by and drives completely by, misses the whole mailbox, the whole 9 yards, the driveway, and she's getting worked out now. Now Bailey is working her way over. She's working her way over. Can she do it? Will Candice catch her? Candice will catch her. There we go. Uh-oh. And Naomi just hit Candice LeRae's reset button. Twice. Yeah, I think Candice is almost a Control-Alt-Delete mode here at this point. 1, 2, Indy breaks it up. Oh, hello. Uh-oh, is it going to be the fruit roll-up? Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, Insecurity. Boy, Candice LeRae's working like her rinse dude, too. Ooh, flying clothesline. Candice LeRae gets right under. Candice is a good worker. I think Candice is still your women's speed champion. She's got the Twitter belt, and she knows what to do with it. Let's see what we got going on here. Ooh, that was a meeting of the minds and an incidental tag. Bailey to belly. Oh, hello. There we go. There's no cover. She's not the legal person. Oh, she got the rear view. Okay, okay, okay. I do have one small criticism of this right here. That one was just a little bit wild. And Naomi, seriously, work on your gear, man. If it's that easy to pop out of, we need to work on that. Excuse me. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too, Catherine. Because as soon as they did that WWE ID thing, automatically everybody and their nephew signed up for it. Especially on the lower end of the indies, or like where they feel like they've got a shot to make it. And as much as I would like to agree with about 95% of these people, because I've seen them, I am all over the indie scene on both IWTV and Triller. I, I'm going to tell you right now, about 88% of the people that I know are signing up for the WWE ID plan right now have absolutely no chance in hell of making it on the WWE screen. They're just too awkward. And you can't teach poise. There's a lot of things you can teach. You can teach promos. You can actually teach personality. Believe it or not, you can actually teach personality. But poise, some of these folks don't have it, and I know you probably like Orange Cassidy, but he's a classic example of an indie wrestler who just never has that spot in the ring that gets over. I mean, anyway, we're getting the recap. We're getting a recap of Jimmy and Jay. And of course, this was the bloodline invasion, and not really the coming out party for Jacob Fatu, because he still hasn't turned it up much further than a whopping 3% of what he's capable of doing. Yeah, Catherine, I think these releases just came. I don't think they came out of nowhere. I don't. I think it was planned based on the response they got to the ID thing, and I'm believing the ID thing is overwhelming. I do. I believe right now the new is there. The schools are applying, the people are applying, and WWE is probably sitting there going, "Hey, we got 300 applicants," and they're getting ready to just start kicking everybody out they didn't want in the first place. I don't think Indy ever fit well. I don't think. I just don't. And they're going to another commercial break, so we're going to take it with them here. We are almost at the top of the hour. We're sitting on 42 viewers. And like I said there, I'm going to give my voice just a little bit of rest here, but I'll be right back in about 35 to 40 seconds. And we're back. I've still got one more commercial playing, but we're sitting at 42 viewers right now. Let's see if we can get to 50. Let's go for 50. Come on. We can do it. We can do it. I believe in us. And of course, I'm getting a Harbor Freight commercial here. I don't know what you guys are getting, but that's always one of my favorite ones. Guys, guys, co-sign me on this one. Anytime you see a Tool commercial, you're like, oh, and it's getting close to Christmas too. Yeah. Just when I thought I couldn't have enough tools, somebody shows up and shows me something I didn't have. And I'm like, oh, okay, I'll never use it, but I'll take it. Guys with tools is like, that's like a whole nother conversation for a whole nother time. But wow, they're kicking in the commercials pretty heavy on this side. Let's see what we got coming up after this. We got an Amazon ad. I don't know what you guys are getting, but that's what I'm getting right now. So it is what it is. Let's see if this one brings us back to the show. Nope. Sorry. Let's see here. We hopefully this is going to be the last commercial. I can tell you right now. You would think we're almost on the commercial warehouse, otherwise known as CW, for NXT, but no, we're on USA for Smackdown. All right, let's get back to the action here. Sometime. All righty, that was interesting. Oh my. I will say this though, I just found out Domino's has a 5 cheese mac and cheese, and you know that's Fat Boy approved, and I ain't even tasted it yet. Let's see what we got here. Alrighty, I think we're back to the action now. Yep, here we go. All right, the WrestleMania on sale weekend was the biggest one in history. Finding that out. Let's see what we got here. Roman Reigns coming in at the half hour. I actually like this move. I do. I like this move a whole lot more than bringing him in at the end of the show. I do like it for the ratings, guys. This is for the ratings. The over the counter tribal chief coming on. I'm sorry, every time I see OTC, that's the first thing that comes to mind is over the counter. Oh, you got the 5 cheese mac and cheese. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm going to have to try that out this weekend. I might bring that in for the watch party tomorrow. I don't know yet. I hadn't figured that out. May get my son to drag some pizza in or something like that. I tell you one thing, though, Roman looks like he's lost about 10 more pounds here. I think that's something of note to me. Still not sure quite how to feel about this Roman Reigns, Jimmy Uso, Jay Uso face thing, but we're working towards it. And I'm still trying to figure out how they're going to do this 3-on-4. Oh, never mind. It's a 6-man tag team match. So I'm guessing, yeah, yeah, Gorillas of Destiny and Jacob Fatu going against the original Bloodline and the over the counter tribal chief. They're already touting it to be an extreme match tomorrow. We'll find out. We'll find out. Let's see if we can get this up to 50 at the turn of the hour. Come on, guys. We can do it. We can do 50. Of course, we can do 50. We did 50 last week. We can do 50 this week. We did 114 last week. So let's do that. Let's see if we can get to 50. Like, comment, share, get the word out. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. This is the hottest watch party in all of the major platforms. We're having fun, even if it's only 44 of us. That's it, 44. Numbers going back right. Happy to see that. This is going to carry us over into the next hour. I think they're finally starting to get these segments down pat so they don't feel so rushed or short or long. You know? That's the whole thing of it. The problem with it going from a 3 hour to a 2 hour and so on and so forth, always, always, always hard to get all your stuff in. And that's a fact. Jimmy want to keep it 100. And of course, the crowd's already starting the yeet chant. About sneeze. Sorry. Jimmy getting all emotional here. I don't know. Roman's still feeling more like a tweener than he is a face. Well, Jimmy laying it out on the line about how this conversation should go. Uh-oh. Think Roman done heard enough. The only thing we are missing here is Paul Heyman. And of course, we get Jey Uso. And the crowd's getting into it, singing his music or rapping it with him, however it works out. Come on. I tell you one thing you will notice is it's getting to be less and less, though. That's something WWE ought to take note of right there. It's getting to be less and less yeets. Though I do like the idea of him still coming in through the crowd. I mean, it's kind of like, if we're calling it what it is, it's kind of like that Shield entrance, you know? I kind of wonder if Roman hadn't had a hand in this, because it just kind of feels like it. All right, let's see what we get out of this. Looks like we're going to get a Jey Uso promo to go along with the Jimmy Uso promo. To go along with Roman Reigns not sure exactly what he wants to cut a promo on. At least that's the look he's got in his face right now. I mean, it looks determined. Alrighty. Jay is finally in the ring here. Not for nothing, but we're already 5 minutes into this promo, and not much has been said. Now the crowd's finally getting into it. Yeah, now the crowd's finally getting into it. It took them a minute, though. It definitely took them a minute to get into that one. I will say this, though. He's still got some pretty good crowd control to go along with this. You're about to get a Moose. I gotta say, he's got the crowd doing the chant now, got the crowd doing the rap, so that comes in handy. That really does. I notice these things. I really do, and I think Roman Reigns notices it too. I gotta give him credit though. This is kind of a reasonably put together segment here. It's got a couple of problems to it, but it's okay. It's they're gonna have to get them home one way or the other, and it's pre-tape. So shout out to that crowd for hanging in there for 4.5 hours, give or take. Glasses are off. Shit's about to get real. Yeet. Uh huh. Yep. Another passionate promo. Mental damage. Emotional damage. Yeah. Okay. Emotional damage. That is correct. Hey, I see two people coming in on Facebook. Thanks for stopping by there. Budrul and Sandra Tambriz. Welcome, welcome to Grabs TV and the Sicko Show. I'm your host, the Matty Man, and we are currently watching through with Jey Uso cutting his half of the promo. Uh-oh. Jey Uso just put it out there like a flapjack and said, I'm your equal. We got $3 pancakes going in here. If you know, you know. That's all I got to say. Jay's for shared power in the bloodline. This is going to be fair enough. So what you say, Oos? I don't think Roman's been able to talk yet. I don't think Roman's been able to get a word in edgewise. That makes it really good. Now we know Roman's got to get his stuff in before he gets his promo off, so I'm kind of wondering about this. And by the way, what's going on with the Roman shoes, man? Is that back on because he's back in? Now, see, this is the part about the fans that kill me. If this had been any other match and it had been a month ago, they'd be chanting Roman Reigns right now. They got him in the ring, and all of a sudden it's going stale on them. Come on, this crowd's kind of losing me on this, but I'm giving them a pass just simply because. Although I gotta say, one word. He's like, "Oh, we've been at this for 11 minutes now, and he just killed it with one word. That's great." Now, is this the part where Roman Reigns says, "I was just teaching you to be this tough, and you made it"? He got the one up. Uh oh. Uh oh. So we got Jay and Jimmy with the ones. Do we get Roman Reigns with the ones? There we go. So my guess is all of that came down to about a 3-second promo right there. Could have been handled in 3 seconds, but I get it. I get it. We're over the hump starting into the second hour right here. We're on hard cam, and we've got Jay and Jimmy and Roman with the ones up. What I am noticing though is a lot of the crowd is still not. I mean, I don't know. Are they? Well, they could be worn out. So I'm not going to hang it all on. Well, this is a dead thing right here. They did 4 hours of wrestling, guys. And we got the Motor City Machine Guns in the back with Byron Saxton. And A-Town Down Under sucks the oxygen completely out of the hall. I'm surprised anybody's alive. I will say that every time I see them. Oh, we're going to be on Miz TV. No, you're going to be on Australian Miz TV. Kind of close, kind of the same thing. Sounds like a setup, but sure, we'll walk into it eyes wide open, just pretending. So we got absolutely no real promo out of the Motor City Machine Guns before they were interrupted by A-Town going down under. You know, seriously. The one thing I would like to see them do a little bit of a better job with is how they present their foreign talent, especially the ones that don't necessarily hang on to the language that well. Um, I'm saying this out loud. This is the quiet part. I'm saying it out loud. Io Sky is a fantastically gifted wrestler. So is Kairi Sane. They are presented. like dime store novels, and it's starting to get on my nerves. It really is. I mean, they really are talented. They are both extremely talented women, extremely talented wrestlers. I tell you what, after this commercial break, I'll pick back up where I was. I'm going to step away for a minute, give my voice a rest because I can already feel it going out again. I apologize, guys. This was not on my bucket list. This was not on my bingo card today. And just a reminder, when you want to relax, it's Cosmic Snacks. Great little product there. And when you want to find the synergy, it's Freshen Up Energy. We will be right back. All right, I'm back. We got 45 viewers, 45 live sitting with us. That's a great number. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. Absolutely. Getting back to what I was saying, though, while we're still on commercial break, because this needs to be said, this is with all of their international talent, especially the ones that don't speak the language very well. It would behoove WWE to keep that niche market good. It would also behoove them to present them better. And I don't think that's too much to ask. I really don't. I don't think that's too much to ask. I don't think it is inappropriate to say, you guys need to give these folks a better platform than this. And now for the actual performers themselves, I would say this. A lot of the Japanese face and heel moves do not resonate in North America. They will resonate in Japan, they will resonate overseas. A lot of what the Japanese, and to be honest with you, if I'm being real with it, a lot of the other international wrestlers do is they fall back into what works for them where they came from. And strangely enough, it is not resonating very well. I mean, fans are going to fan. The WWE fans are trained to fan at will. Like you can push a button, and 9 times out of 10, the fans are going to fan. So they're fanning because they fan. They're not fanning because you tap the nerve to sell a ticket. Just about lost my remote control there. That's going to come in handy in about 45 minutes. But we're getting ready to do this fatal four-way. I don't know who else is in it yet. We haven't been shown. So apparently we've got a fatal four-way. Io Sky is in it. Let me see where I'm at here on this part here. I might actually have it back here somewhere. And then again, maybe I don't. Who knows? Let's see here. Piper Niven, the second entrant that I see. So we got Io Sky, Piper Niven. Who else have we got in the ring right now? Hey, the new girls are there. That's always helpful. Lash Legend. I got to tell you something. While we're on this particular part here too, shout out to Chelsea Green. I think she is unburyable because Lord knows they have tried to bury her about 9 different ways to Sunday, and it just ain't quite worked out. And here comes Bianca. Bianca Belair. This looks like this might be a decent fatal four-way here. If everybody gets out of the way and lets Io Sky and Bianca Belair work like they've been known to work together, this might actually be a cooking match here. This is going to be interesting. So we're getting a little preview for tomorrow night's or tomorrow afternoon. Lord knows I'm going to be hard pressed to be here at 1 p.m., but I will be here from 1 p.m. until 10 p.m., 9 hours straight. We're going to be covering Crown Jewel, Hawaii Mania with GCW, and then we're going to be back live for AEW Collision and that World Championship match between Mariah May and Anna Jay. You do not. Sounds like I'm a record skipping, huh? You do not want to miss that match. I think that match is going to be good. Actually, I think Collision is actually reasonably stacked tomorrow night. So when it's all said and done, I will have effectively covered about 20 to 23 matches over a 9 hour period. But I'm used to doing AEW pay per view, so I've been able to hang with it for 5 to 6 hours at a time. Let's see what happens when we add another 3. All right, the bell has rung. Lash Legend immediately jumps at, Bianca Belair. Io Sky wraps her up pretty quickly. Piper Niven takes a shot from Bianca. Lash Legend just seems to be after Bianca Belair for some reason. Io Sky just hit the reset button on Lash Legend and is about to get flipped over the top rope. The fight has not yet started. Uh-oh. That was easy work. Io Sky makes easy work out of Lash Legend. And Piper Niven's about to get her reset button hit. I don't think that's a control. Oh, I don't think that was really smart. I'm just going to say that. That was not your finest moment there, Bianca. Meanwhile, Io Sky just met the match she liked. So we're going to get a Lash Legend Piper Niven standoff right here to kick off the night. Then maybe we get back to Io Sky and wow. Oh, honey. I don't think so. But now Piper Niven gets her up with no problem whatsoever, misses with the clothesline, and double clothesline. Both women had the same idea in mind. They met in the middle and flopped it all the way back. And here comes Bianca Belair with the moonsault flop, double pin. Broken up by Io Sky. Let's see what we get here. Wait a minute, Io's more interested in Lash Legend right now for some odd reason. And Lash gets shown the door pretty quickly. Io Sky heading up there. Oh, yeah. Oh, have a good day. Eat a boot. Eat a boot. Piper Niven just hit Io Sky's reset button without a problem. Bianca Belair gets her up over the top rope. Oh, face plant. Let's see what Bianca's got. Can she fly? We know she can fly. The question is how far. Boo! Uh-oh. Yeah, that might not. Bianca's making some decisions that are against her better interest. I'll put it to you that way. 48 viewers. Let's try to get to 50. Come on, we can do 50. Shout out to the 48. We got 49. They're coming in. They're coming in. Ha! Let's see what we got here. Oh, we have a picture-in-picture. Lash Legend and Piper Niven seem to be making a little bit of a truce here to kind of figure this out. But we know how this is going to break down here in a minute. We know exactly what the main match is they're going for here. Now, they'll let Piper Niven and Lash Legend have a little taste of it here and there. But at the end of the day, we know the match is Bianca Belair and Io Sky because of the chemistry they had and how well they looked doing it from the last time. There we go. Come on, we can do this. We can do this. Let's get to 50. Come on, we almost got to 50 there. We were right at 49, and it's like, nah. Come on, let's get to 50. Like, comment, share, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Yeah, I think Bianca Belair's odd man out on this particular side of the match here. Well, she got Lash Legend out. Lash just seems to be not figuring out what she did wrong a minute and 2 seconds ago. That's not a good look, by the way. Hey, Felicia Douglas, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. Sorry, thank you, ma'am. Appreciate you. 48 and going strong. 48. Let's go for 50. Let's get that big 5-0 out there. We still got the fastest hour in wrestling coming up at the top of the hour. We're going to be covering AEW Rampage live and in living color. And Io Sky is actually kind of starting to get into a groove here now. So the question is, are we going to get a little bit of a taste of Io Sky and Bianca Belair, or are they just going to keep them apart for the rest of the match and sell it with Saudi Arabia tomorrow? That's the question. That is always the question when these guys get in a ring like this, trying to figure out who's going to sell for who. That's the big kick right there, is to figure out which match is which. Let's see what we got here. Let's see what we got here. I'm just checking messages real quick, guys, while we're on commercial here. All righty. We're still sitting at 48 viewers. Piper Niven just hit Io Sky's reset button. I don't think she got to control alt delete status just yet. That was reserved for Lash Legend. Kind of hard to see their picture-in-picture. Plus, it's on the left, not on the right, so it's kind of clashing with everything else going on around it. Let's see what we got here. Back to the action. Now we can see everything. Looks like Lash Legend Piper Niven are trying to pick the bones of Io Sky. And Bianca almost made it back into the ring. Chelsea Green reminds them they are smart and cute. Good Lord. That was a choke slam from the cheap seats right there. Oh! No. I'm not going to let you win the match. Nice. Yeah, here's where the breakdown in partnerships just stop. Oh. Oh, my. We're getting into a slap contest. I thought they only did that in AEW. Uh-oh. That's when both of them had the same idea for the uppercut. Crossbody. This time she got it off there. They're a little bit off balance. Pause. And Bianca's getting warmed up here now. Let's see what we get. Oh, big drop kick. Spine buster to Piper Niven. Oh! Spear! Spear! Uh-oh, they got her up in an electric chair here. Let's see what we get. Io Sky. Oh! All four women are down in the ring now. I gotta say though, for the match quality for this right here, the match quality is looking really good. Io Sky, she might have it here. Meteora. I don't know, but Io Sky got a nasty bruise going on there. I don't know if you guys have noticed that yet, and it might get worse here. Shout out to her working like that. Hey, we just hit 51. Keep it coming, guys. Keep it coming. Tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend. Tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend. Legend breaks a lot of things up with that. Did anybody tell her? Okay. No. Chelsea Green's. Okay, it's breaking down a little bit. We are at 52 viewers. I am very happy. Jakar Jackson just introduced. Kyrie Sane just introduced Jakar Jackson to the Control Alt Delete button. Uh-oh. I'm not quite sure how I feel about that one. I'm just going to let that. Now, I know how I feel about that one. I was not sure how I felt about that because if she was going to do that to anybody, I would have done it to Lash Legend. There's no reason in trying to bury Jakar Jackson. She's obviously the better of the team, and I'm going to say that till I'm blue in the face. Lash Legend needs some work. Not a lot of work, but enough work. Jakar Jackson's already there. Jakar Jackson is totally already there. Oh my goodness, whatever that thing Piper Niven just did, we need more of that out of her. Whatever we're going to call it. He would say that. Lash Legend would be your MVP. All right, ladies, ain't nothing between you but your fear and atmosphere. Let's rock and roll. Whoa, what is this? Uh-oh. KOD. KOD from Bel Air. Oh. Io Sky. Now, was I not just saying something about this just a few minutes ago, how they need to present their Japanese wrestlers in a little bit better light? Did I not just say that? See what happens. Crowd is only slightly shocked. Now they're coming around. The crowd is coming around to this. You see? It's okay for Bianca Belair to lose. It is totally okay. A couple of losses are not going to kill her. They just aren't. And we just proved it right there, live on television. It took them a second to get with it, but once they figured out what actually happened, the crowd was into it. But shout out to Bianca Belair for getting Lash Legend up and over. Up and over. And then still picking up the pin. Io Sky. I am so happy. That was a good win for Io Sky. I'm like totally good with that one. That gives you a general idea and a general understanding. And oh my God, it's Jody Rhodes. Anyway, Randy Orton walking around with a massage machine. Discussing how they're going to dismantle Kevin Owens. We are at 53 viewers. 54. 54. Shout out to all of you for hanging out with me. Thank you. I see some folks showing up for, yeah. Let's see what we got here. Yep, we're in the middle of a commercial break here. I am going to take that one more time. We're sitting at 54. I will be right back in approximately one more minute. I promise I will not be gone longer than a minute. I'm just resting my voice while there's absolutely nothing to talk about. And we're back. Sorry about that. I'm just trying to save my voice. And a minute here, a minute there, it really does help. We're going to be live 9 hours tomorrow between 1 p.m. and 10 p.m. We are going to be live. I'm going to be ordering pizza. I'm pretty sure that's going to happen. I'm just telling you right now, pizza order going to happen. I don't know where we're getting pizza yet. I'll have that one up for you. We're going to have pizza and we may have some refreshments. Who knows? Who knows? It's going to be 9 long hours. So y'all get to sit here with me and we're going to chop up some game. We're going to have some fun. We are at 56 viewers. Thank you guys for showing up. I really appreciate that. Across all platforms. That is really awesome. I'm liking this being our average number for most of the watch alongs. We'd like to get up to a regular of around 100. If we could do that, that would be great. I'm not asking for any donations. I do have down there a Cash App if you'd like to use it. I don't, I'm not asking for it. This stream is monetized. Every stream going afterwards is monetized, whether I got 55 or 5. But, if you want to support your content creator, I would appreciate that. But in the meantime, let's talk about tonight. I'm definitely going to need to relax, so I'm probably going to hit that Cosmic Snacks right after the stream. And tomorrow, you may or may not see a Freshen Up Energy show up. I don't know yet. I'm still waiting for my shipment to hit. And everybody over there has got the cold because actually it's getting cold and snowy out in Salt Lake City, Utah, where Freshen Up Energy comes out of, and so does Cosmic Snacks. We are back from break looking at Andrade. I guess we're prepping for that U.S. title match at Crown Jewel between Melo Andrade and L.A. Knight. Yeah. Now, I will say this. A lot of people won't. A lot of people are just like trying to figure out how to come up with ways to not like this. Now, granted, Melo made some mistakes throughout this entire thing. That 7 match thing was really good for the most part. I mean, it had some dead moments in it, but it had some real live moments in it. And I think WWE should probably take a look at that because when they got away from the hard cam style wrestling, believe it or not, guys, the fans started getting into it. What a thought. Anyway, there's nothing wrong with hard cam wrestling, by the way. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. I just think there's more to life than hard cam wrestling. And I think when they actually stepped out of their comfort zone and did what they could do, like they do it when they do it, I think the crowd went to a completely different level. Now, you can say that Andrade was working some AEW esque matches, and you can say that Melo was hanging with him. So the possibility is there, maybe with a little bit of fine tuning, they could put this thing together and make it into a real indie-rific match. If they could do that, that would be awesome. So we got Rhodes and Gunther, Liv Morgan and Nia Jax, 6-man tag team Bloodline versus Bloodline. Triple threat for the U.S. title. Randy Orton is going to attempt to find Kevin Owens' reset button. And the WWE Women's Tag Team match, which I do not believe, in my heart of hearts, I do not believe that Jade and Bianca come out of that thing as tag team champions. I'm having a hard time just watching the flow, watching how these matches are going, watching how the go home show is presented, because this is actually the only go home show we've got for tomorrow. I am almost of the belief that we may see Io Sky and Kairi Sane walk out of there with those titles. And now that I've looked at it a little bit, not because Io Sky pulled out the pin, no, but how they presented her pulling out the pin and the way the crowd felt it. You see, feelings have a lot to do with titles. The very best tag teams are not always champions. The very best male and female talent are not always your champions. Because they can be great, but if the crowd ain't pushing them, so what? So that's what it comes out to. I mean, reality here. And when Io Sky pulled that pin off, I watched the crowd reaction. First, it was silent, like, wait a minute, this ain't what's supposed to happen. But then when they realized that's exactly what happened, when they figured out that's exactly what happened, the crowd woke up to it. And they're like, wow, we can get behind this. Here we go with Gunther and Ludwig Kaiser. They're still trying to call him Imperium. I think it's still Imperium. Gunther. No, they did actually introduce them as Imperium. That's really good. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, we get Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes. Let's see what we got here. All right. Are we going back to commercial already? Well, they do have 20 minutes, so they've got to kill some time. I'm with it. I understand. I get it now. I just looked at the clock. They got 20 minutes left on this one. They had 20 minutes left on the show, so yeah, we probably need to make a little bit of time here. And another hot take that you're probably not going to get anywhere because everybody's too scared to say it, Rhea Ripley's done with WWE. I do not believe she has a bone fracture. I don't believe she has an orbital fracture at all. I believe she's been written off television at the moment because they don't have anything for her. but I think it's contingent on whether she signs the contract. I don't care if I get made a fool out of. If I get made a fool out of for making that call, good. My big thing at the end of the day is that they're working and they're happy. So, I mean, to me, it is what it is, what it is, what it is. But I think Rhea's done with WWE. I'm just putting that out there. And with Indy Hartwell gone now, I would not be terribly surprised if you see Rhea Ripley get released. I will not be terribly surprised if that happens. Of course, I don't think they're going to release Rhea. I think they're going to make her sit with that whole contract, plus the injury time, plus everything else. And nobody's going to have a damn word to say about it because WWE did it. I'm just saying that. I'm saying the quiet part out loud. This is the analytic part of this. It's on them because they keep throwing commercials at me, and I don't want to keep going dark every time they throw commercials. So you're getting this good work here as a side. You know, this is coming in as a side item. This is a side dish. The main event, obviously, or the main course is always the watch along, but the side dish is the analyst, the analytics, the facts, data, and statistics. I think Rhea Ripley's gone. I really do. I hate to say it that way. And like I said, if I'm wrong, I'm fine being wrong. As long as she's working, that's all I care about. So we're going to take like a 30-second break here because obviously they're still commercial heavy on this one. I'll be right back in roughly about 30 seconds. Thanks. And we're back. Thank you. Thank you for your patience. I just wanted to take a few seconds there and let these commercials play out. We are at 57 people in the building right now, all platforms. Thank you. And of course, always remember when you need synergy, it's freshen up energy. And when you're looking to relax, it's Cosmic Snacks. I will be tapping some Cosmic Snacks tonight so that I can get some good rest so we can pull this 9 hours off tomorrow. I want to be refreshed, relaxed doing this because it's going to be a long day and I'm going to enjoy every minute of it. Work has never been this fun. That's what I got to say. Just in case somebody's watching this that probably should be watching it, work is fun now. I have made my job fun and I'm enjoying it. All you wonderful people here, 57, sustained around 55. Let's get to 60. Why not? I mean, shoot, let's go for 60. 60 is not an unachievable number. That's just three more people. Come on. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. You know, jump on in here for this good work. We're having a good time here. And now we're going to get Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton, I think, was in this match. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Nope, he's hearing voices in his head. Now, since the crowd did so good with Jey Uso, are they going to sing along with Randy Orton? I got to tell you, going to Lyon, France was probably the best thing WWE ever did because that crowd put everybody else on notice. This is how you cheer at an event. And the crowds have followed suit. I got to give them credit. Let's see if they're still singing along with Randy Orton. Oh my goodness, he just made that lady's night. She's about to pass out live and in living color right on national television. Are they suppressing the crowd on this? Because I'm intentionally listening. Crowd is kind of into it. I can hear them even over the talking. I can actually hear them a little bit. We'll see how it plays out. I think they're going to try to hold this match down at about 10 minutes at the most. That's about 2.5 minutes for everybody, somewhere in that range. That's how they work these match times out. At least in my head, that's kind of how I feel they work the matches out. There we go. We got the Randy Orton pose. That must signal in that Cody Rhodes is getting ready to come in for the 3 minute and 12-second entrance. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got coming down the pike here. And wrestling has more than one royal family coming down the pike. Adrenaline in my soul. Oh my God, it's Cody Rhodes. Anyway, coming in. We are happy the Dodgers made it into a 4-game series and went ahead and put that thing together and put it to bed. That way we don't have that to deal with anymore. Anyway, I had to. Just for kicks and giggles, why not? Might as well get into it with the crowd. Might as well have the same kind of fun the crowd's having while they're having it. Does Cody Rhodes making his way slowly down the ring entrance here, pausing momentarily to sign autographs. That one kid's just going to pass out. Both of them fist bumped her. It's over with. Oh my goodness, he gave her a hug. Yeah, she might need medical assistance and need to be transported to a local medical facility. Let's see what we got here. He gets one more whoa, and then I think we're going to get into the action here. And let's get all the pyro off. Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes shake hands. He's shaking hands with the referee. Hey, Cody, why don't you jump down there and shake hands with the announce team? While you're at it, shake hands with the announce team. You don't want to jinx it. I don't think we're going to start with Cody and Gunther. I just don't see that happening. I see the match starting and then him tagging out because that's typically his MO. There it goes, right there. Yep. Saw that one coming a mile away. And I don't even think Gunther's going to be part of this match. And Cody Rhodes gets hit by Kaiser. Kaiser gets the back end of that one real easily. Pause. Uh-oh. Maybe, maybe, maybe. Oh, faceplant, faceplant, gourd buster is what we used to call those. Clothesline over the top rope. Ludwig Kaiser's about to catch a flying Cody. That wasn't bad, though. I think that might have caught him on the back, though. I think that one was real. Stare down. Cody's like, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? And we've got picture in picture for this one. Shout out to WWE hitting a Macy's commercial. That's kind of out of the price range of the average WWE fan. Average, not all, average. Come on. I don't know, man. Macy's might work. They had a Macy's in Winston-Salem. I figure if they got it in Winston-Salem, it's one step up from something, but I ain't sure what it is yet. We haven't had that discussion amongst ourselves yet. And he holds him long enough for Randy Orton to give him a big boot to the midsection here. Now he gave him a little taste of what you call the bootstraps. You know? And he just hung him out over the top rope, bounced him, brought him right back in the ring. Randy Orton just kind of getting his stride. Oh, big boot right into the midsection. And now, for those of y'all, I don't know if they refer to this thing properly. We are sitting at 59 viewers. We're teasing 60. We can do 60. One more. It's all it takes. I don't know if they properly ever introduced this correctly, but Randy Orton does what we call a Garvin stomp. Ron Garvin, from back in the days when Ric Flair was still young and so was I, he had a stomp technique where he walked all the way around the body in the ring. It's a good rest technique. Now, for those of you who don't understand what I'm saying when I say a rest technique, when the action gets a little bit heated, you'll see him hit the mat and they'll be down for a count of 10. That's a rest move. But the Garvin stomp actually took the rest move and turned it into something slightly dramatic. And that's what Randy Orton is doing. It's known as a Garvin stomp. Yeah, I don't think your nerves could handle that one, Catherine. You know what? I think that the Yankees were just one of those scenarios where they spent an awful lot of money on an average baseball team. They're just slightly above average from the rest of the average baseball teams out there. But I get it. I don't think we could have taken the game 5. The way it was going, the way it was coming in there. Randy Orton back to that stomp move. I just wish they would let him run the whole gambit and then give it off to Cody. I'm sorry. I keep wanting to call him Dustin Rhodes. Speaking of which, Dustin Rhodes' contract expired. And he's still carrying 2 belts, working on a handshake. That made all the other podcasters mad, and I couldn't be happier. Oh, you thought he was going. Now, adding that boot in there is something new. Uh-oh. And, of course, Gunther doing heel stuff, and that enables Ludwig to do other heel stuff. Hey, we are at 61. We broke the 60 barrier. Hell yeah. Keep it coming. Stream brought to you by Cosmic Snacks and Freshen Up Energy. When you need to relax, it's Cosmic Snacks. When you need some synergy, it's Freshen Up Energy. That's all I got to say right now. And by the way, the owner is actually sick a little bit with a cold. Felt bad for him. He's about as hoarse as I am. I think this cold thing's going around nationwide. And tomorrow we get our hour of sleep back. Yeah, once you get that hour of sleep back, I don't know what I'm going to do with it. European uppercut from Gunther to Cody Rhodes. But yeah, Dustin's working on a handshake right now, just much like Bryan Danielson's doing. I like that idea better because, if they get tired of it, they can just walk away. I mean, it's just the way it is. I don't think either one of those gentlemen are going to walk away, and I do believe that Dustin is destined. See how I put that together? Dustin is destined to be an AEW booker, at the very least an ROW booker while he's learning. Rhodes Wrestling Academy is going to be having a pay-per-view here in a couple of weeks, and it is, well, not a pay-per-view, but you get the idea. They're going to be carrying a show, their house show, which is their end of the month show, and it is something to behold. If you have not seen a Rhodes Wrestling Academy show, I reviewed one a couple of months ago. I am happier for the experience. Dustin Rhodes really does know how to book a show. I will say that because he booked that show start to finish. It came out well. The emotions were where they needed to be and everything. And they worked it like there was a crowd of 50,000 there, like it weren't nothing. So if you get a chance to catch some Rhodes Wrestling Academy wrestling, they're on YouTube. I would like to have their product on my channel. I'm not even lying. I would be honored to catch some Rhodes Wrestling Academy content for my channel. Dying for it, working on it, trying to get it, may actually get it. Cody's in a little bit of trouble here. He needed a break for about 2 seconds, so here we are. Got him in an abdominal stretch. The one thing I do like about Ludwig Kaiser and Gunther, when they get in the ring to put on their old-fashioned wrestling, the respect wrestling gimmick, they actually come back with some really good old-fashioned wrestling holds. You don't see many abdominal stretches anymore. You just don't. It's a great rest move. It's got good drama to it. And you usually get a hype crowd for the hot tag like they're trying to put together right here. And Cody basically shoots the half, and they both thought about a clothesline at the same time. Both of them are down. Cody manages to get his arm over. That is actually a pinning combination right there, Mr. Referee. He's got a shoulder over a shoulder. Cody's reaching down deep, trying to get some of that. We got 4 minutes left to go in the show. And the hot tag coming in from Randy Orton. Ludwig doesn't know what hit him just yet. I do believe Ludwig Kaiser is going to eat the pin. Power slam from Randy Orton on Ludwig Kaiser. I do believe later on, though, that Ludwig Kaiser is going to eat the pin. I do believe that. I believe he's going to have some pin sandwich when this is all said and done. High knee to the gut. Tags in Gunther. No, he does not tag Gunther in. Gunther drops so that he can't accept the tag. Oh, he did make the tag. Okay, I got lost on that one. Uh-oh. He's like, well, I got something for you too, Gunther. Vintage Randy Orton, as Michael Chode would say. He's about to go to that place. He's about to go to that place. And there he is. He's sitting there. The Viper is coiled. The Viper is coiled. Prepared to strike. Uh-oh. Oh, and he blew that one off just like it was yesterday's news. Ladies and gentlemen, Gunther is the future of WWE wrestling. They are not going to let you work him like they let you work other people. You are not going to work Gunther the way you work other people. Randy Orton getting the tag, the hot tag to Cody Rhodes. Ludwig Kaiser thought he was picking up the hot tag, but he was actually picking up the cold tag. Shot after shot after shot. Now we're going to do the Dusty Rhodes Revolution. Bionic elbow right there. Top rope Cody cutter. And I'm just going to go with it by saying Ludwig Kaiser just hit Control-Alt-Delete for this reset. And we're looking at, a missed chop. RKO for Gunther. And we're going to get a crossroads for Kaiser. Good night. See you later. 1, 2, thanks for coming out. And the crowd's going home happy. You see how the crowd's feeling it when they do it at the right time, when they energize it at the right moment. The crowd knows what to do. When the crowd knows what to do, they do respond. Shout out to this crowd for doing 4 hours of wrestling, guys. Shout out to these guys. They made it. That's all I got to say. And we're switching over to the next show. Kevin Owens coming in with the, yeah. Do I have a Rampage? Yeah, I do, right there. Bam. As we're cutting over to AEW Rampage, and Gunther has got Cody Rhodes in a sleeper. Security having zero luck breaking the sleeper hold. Cody is at least trying to sell this out pretty good. We are sitting at 62 viewers. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And we got the set switched over. And we're getting ready to go into All Elite Wrestling Rampage. We are joining live. Joining live AEW Rampage. It's Friday night. You know what that means? The fastest hour in wrestling, AEW Rampage, kicking off with a trios match with Beef the Butcher and Beef's new sidekick versus Rush, Beast Mortos, and I can never remember this guy's name, so I'm not even going to try it. There's a few of them I don't remember. There's two of them in here that I don't get. Trilistico. Okay, Beef and Trilistico kicking this match off here. Action, balls to the wall, no talking. We went straight to wrestling. If you're feeling it, give me a hell yes. Trilistico comes down hard on Beef. Urgh. We got everything switched over to our AEW Rampage show. Tony Khan got a little gem for us tonight, left over from Dynamite. Beef with the cartwheel, high drop kick to Dralistico. Dralistico looking like he got his reset button hit. Let's see where we're at here. Fastest hour in wrestling. Beef and the hot tag from JD. JD's the other guy, I couldn't remember his name. I apologize. JD coming over there. Flap. Oh my goodness. That's 325 pounds on Dralistico. Yeah, JD mocking Roosh just a little bit. Roosh ain't real happy with that. The Butcher's coming in. The Butcher's in the house. Poor Dralistico has seen all three of these folks. Roosh and the Butcher. Elbows, headbutts, chops, back and forth. Nothing but action, nothing but melee, nothing but chaos. We got Lio Rush and Commander coming up tonight. That is going to be my junior heavyweight match of the night. Lio Rush, Commander. I think they are going to tear the house down. Not to say that this trios match will not tear the house down, obviously, because here comes the Beast Mortos. And when we talked to Beast Mortos about what his game plan was, it went a little something like this. I think that means he's going to go low. I'm not 100% sure just yet, but that's kind of the feeling I got out of the guttural tones that he uses. I do believe that's where we wound up landing with that. But we got nothing but action. We got nothing but action kicking on here, left and right. What we got here? What we got? Somebody just sent me a text message. Let's see what we got here. I gotta see this. I gotta see it. It's important. Yep. Okay. As far as, okay, so I love my wife to death. She's checking in on me, so making sure I had something to eat. Yeah, baby, I did. I had a couple of sandwiches before the stream. I had some other stuff earlier, but it's all good. I had a couple of sandwiches. I am fully fed, fully hydrated. I just got a little bit of a raspy voice, baby. I love you. Oh my goodness, Beast Mortos with 325 pounds of man up in that Samoan drop. And I'm going to tell you right now, he does a better Samoan drop than most Samoans do. Beef obviously been introduced to the floor. JD's about to be introduced to Roosh. Maybe he's going to get the Hearns. Maybe. Who knows? But now, in case y'all hadn't figured out very much, I love my wife. My wife is my rock. She's the reason I do this show. She keeps me happy, healthy, and the whole 9 yards. And also, When you want to relax, it's Cosmic Snacks, and I can tell you who's going to need to be hitting these Cosmic Snacks after this, JD, and that headache he's getting ready to have, because Roosh has no end to the amount of violence he can put out. Now, who are we getting in next? He just foot planted him real quick there. Just went ahead and did that. We got 64 viewers, 64 in the house. Shout out to all of you. Damn, this is fun. I'm having a good time. I don't know about you, but I'm having a great time. We're just going to enjoy this and enjoy it and enjoy it until we can't enjoy it no more. I'm telling you. See here. And Roosh just went over there and introduced himself to Beef. And Dralistico's in the ring right now. They're getting ready to hit JD's reset button. And yeah, they're just going to go ahead and clean out. I think we're about ready to put this one to bed. Looks like JD's getting ready to get the Hurge. That was just a scare and a kick. And there's Roosh saying, you remember when you were mocking me, old man? I got something for you. He's in ready serious saying, I know something you don't know, and I got something to tell you. It's coming. And we're picture in picture right now. I think this is the beat the shit out of JD moment here. JD is taking some serious punishment. He's taking substantial punishment from all three in the trios. Now, it's nice to see them hyping up tomorrow night's AEW Collision Anna Jay versus Mariah May for the AEW Women's World Championship. Women's. That's WIMMINS. Isn't that right, Mr. Starks? Did I get that one right? Yeah, definitely not JD Toilet Bowl. Yeah, definitely not JD Toilet Bowl. You know what? I am going to say something here that may bother some people. If it does, I really don't give a shit. One of my good friends, AEW Blog, I don't know if he's watching or not. His username's AEW Blog. AEW Blog deactivated for a few days because the cousin died and a couple of aunties. And what did JD Toilet Bowl do? Yeah, that's right. He hit the twits and took credit for running this guy off to a funeral. What a sack of whale shit. And that is the lowest thing on the planet. All right? Whale shit. Bottom of the ocean. Lowest thing on the planet. All right, JD and Roosh are in a chop battle. Whoo, that was a slam. Now, can he get a tag? Can he get a tag to anybody? Beef. Got Beef. Beef with a hot tag coming in, tearing shit up just like Beef always does. I love watching this guy wrestle because he just loves what he does. He is one of those guys that is literally just happy to be here. Ooh. Beef. 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 Oh, roundhouse. That was a shot. I think if they keep letting Beef look good like this right here, I do believe that means that they might keep him up on the main roster a little bit, and they might actually start giving him some more TV time. This guy genuinely enjoys what he's doing. How can you not like Beef? I mean, I like Butcher. Butcher enjoys what he's doing, but nobody is as forthcoming and as excitable. Beef genuinely loves this business, and it shows. I mean, I don't think he could ever be a heel. The man smiles too much. Anyway, Beast Mortos has, oh my goodness, that was a flying code breaker. And Cannonball in the corner. And I do believe that the Butcher is about to get these Hearns. Let's get the Hearns for Butcher. Yep, there it is. Game over. 1, 2, it's over. Yep, it's over. Jalistico, Roosh, and the Beast Mortos. Happy Friday, brother. I see you over there, King of the Lash Tax. Happy Friday, brother. When somebody introduces himself to me with Happy Friday, brother, I got to assume you are a traveling man. I mean, I don't know if you knew this or not, but, I got a puppy that's got some beautiful nails, Beautiful nails. Beautiful. And meanwhile, backstage here, we've got Stokely still stumping to be somebody's manager since Chris Statlander sent him packing. What we got. Let's put this one to bed here. I just now noticed this. Sorry, guys. So whoever started that rumor that Stokely was upset about needs to go back and check. But yeah, King of the Lash Tax there. Yeah, y'all noticing me trying to fix my screen. I'm sorry, guys. My B. Taya Valkyrie coming down to the ring now with Deanna Prazo. Okay. Believe it or not, Taya Valkyrie's got some really good in-ring acumen, and I'm always happy. I'm always down to see her because she's a worker, and you don't see many workers in wrestling anymore. You got a lot of showboats. The one thing that I do like about AEW wrestling more than anything in the world is the work rate. The work rate is out of this world. I got to say, that there seems to me to be a little bit of a dig across the fence over at WWE. If you know, you know. That's all it is to it. That's some old school stuff that older folks remember quite well. We are still sitting at 63 sustained. And we got Zoe Lynn on the other side. So Zoe Lynn has 600 career matches coming out of Stardom and many other promotions. Definitely not a rookie. Definitely not your average Joe either. About to lose a little bit of power on the old iPhone over here, which I'm monitoring with. This is how I'm able to monitor all the chats, because obviously all the chats aren't chatting all the time, so it is what it is. But yeah, like, comment, share, tell a friend, tell a friend. I'm serious. Let's see where we're at on this thing here. There we go. That was quick work. Zoe Lynn didn't make it very long. Taya Valkyrie, by the time I looked back up, I blinked, it was over. Taya Valkyrie with the squash win. This might actually lead to a pretty monster push for her somewhere. I think the AEW picture is a little bit full right now. I got to say, the AEW picture just looks way too full for me. I don't think you can fit another woman in there. So it looks like maybe Ring of Honor. Which, by the way, breaking news while everybody's still getting their act together here, and we're moving on to the next match. It does appear that Tony Khan may have a television deal for Ring of Honor. Now, let's break it down while everybody's getting up there. So, TV contract renewed with TNT and TBS. They have a deal with Fox. And now, just for kicks and grins, we are going to possibly see Ring of Honor on television. Okay, so apparently Stokely Hathaway may have actually found somebody he can manage. Here we go again with those stories. You know, the stories that AEW never tells. I think we just told one. I think we just told a story. Oh, faceplant. Now that was pretty intimidating right there. I gotta say, that was. She's done. I can see where this is going, and I actually like it. Maybe, just maybe, Tony Khan's about to introduce those tag team titles. Maybe, just maybe, we're going to get them tag team titles, y'all. Maybe, just maybe. You never know. Never say never. We may actually be getting those tag team titles. Just a heads up for those who haven't heard already, for those just coming into the stream, you may have forgot, you may not have forgot, or whatever. We're going to be going live at 1 p.m. tomorrow. And we're going to be going live until 10 p.m. We're going to have a 9-hour stream, 3 wrestling shows, Crown Jewel, Hawaii Mania, and Collision. So we're going to be covering WWE, GCW, and AEW all in the same day, but we got a commercial break right now, and I'm going to take it with them. My voice is trying to give up. I'm trying to maintain it. So I'll be back in roughly about 30 to 45 seconds. Thanks. And we're back. Thank you. Shout out to Tony Khan for getting the Aldi commercial in here. That's a new commercial. And McCormick, that's new. That's new stuff right there. Let's see what old Jack had to say there real quick, because that seemed to be important. Jack Cassidy says, live tweet, I hope Deonna Purrazzo and Taya Valkyrie keep adding to their faction. I think they could turn this into something. Cousin Beef says he's so badass. Yes, that actually was a good showing. That was actually a good showing for Cousin Beef. Um, I gotta say, it's one of the best showings I've seen so far. As far as his television appearances, I gotta say they're building him up slowly. I mean, they're still eating pins left and right and so on and so forth, but JD ate that pin there, and I think that tells me that maybe Cousin Beef may be moving up to the main roster. And if that happens, hey, I'm always happy, even if he comes in and does some enhancement talent work. The guy is genuinely happy to be wrestling. And the guy is genuinely happy to be wrestling in AEW and Ring of Honor. The guy is genuinely happy and hangs around to be used for these shows. And once again, this is my one comment on AEW in general. I would like to see Tony Khan tell everybody, look, guys, it's just an hour. I haven't figured out what I'm going to book just yet. Or maybe he has figured out what he's going to book. And it wouldn't be too much to ask the talent to hang around for one more hour. So, then we get the commercial for Collision tomorrow night for the championship match between Anna Jay and Mariah May. I don't think I could hype this enough. This is a big deal. This is a huge deal, at least for Anna Jay. Plus, it's a good shout out to Stardom for all the work that Anna Jay did in Stardom. We're sitting at 62 right now. Let's try to get to 70 for the end of the show. If we don't make it, I'm fine. I'm happy. We're having a good time. Like I said, tomorrow, we're talking up the Thunder Rosa Harley Cameron match. I am seated and prepared for this. Early cause. I would like to see Harley Cameron win this match. Especially since they let Chris Statlander go over Camille Brickhouse on Wednesday. I would genuinely like to see Harley Cameron get her comeuppance. I would like to see her win this match. Harley Cameron is Graps TV's most improved wrestler of the year. They were definitely hyping that one for tomorrow, and I would really, really, honest to God, I would love to see Harley Cameron win this match. And we've got Queen Aminata coming down the ring right now. If you don't know who Queen Aminata is, if you don't know, you better ask somebody, because she is, even the record at 4-3 is not an indicator of how good she is. It's an indicator of the quality of matches she's had so far. You're not going to win them all, but she should win most of them. And if I'm not mistaken, she's going against Layla Gray here on this one. Yeah, that's right. She's going against Layla Gray here. Oh, still on the lookout for that Commander Leo Rush match coming up at the end of the hour here. I'm going to say right now, Layla Gray got that crazy on early. Layla Gray working that crazy just a little bit early. Of course, you don't see Leo Rush with Top Flight because he's got probably the next match. I don't know how long this one's going to go. I'd like to think this one's going to go on for about 10 minutes because Tony does give the women an ample amount of time. That Taya Valkyrie thing was over before it got started. I was a little bit concerned about that. You know what wouldn't be so bad? What would get Rampage over just a little bit is if we had a Blackpool Combat Club run in and they started just wrecking Rampage like they wrecked Dynamite. They were already there, so. I got Queen Aminata coming out of this match here. Layla Gray is really good, but right now, I think they're going to use her as enhancement for this match here. Just based on the collar and elbow tie-up. Every once in a while, you can get a little peek into the match when they do the collar and elbow tie-up. They sure can. Let's see what we got here. Let's get back on to what we were doing here just a minute ago. So apparently there are more releases because I'm seeing that Indy Hartwell is not the only release today. So I'll try to get to the bottom of that for you. We'll see what we got here. Anna Jay getting her shot tomorrow night against Mariah May. Anyway, hip toss, hip takeover, headlock. Oh, reversal. Head scissors. It's a little early for these, but we'll take them. Nice snapmare suplex. Nice. Very crisp, very tight. I'm telling you, Queen Aminata is something to watch. She really is. I mean, she'll pick up her speed here in a minute as soon as Layla catches up. Had a slider there for 2. Oh, big lariat clothesline. And the kick out. Hang on a second, guys. Anyway, breaking out live here. 63 viewers. 63. Give me 1 second here. I've got to send a message. It's kind of important. Bear with me. I apologize. I usually like to focus on the stream. There we go. All right, double underhook. Looks like we... Oh, she can't get her up. Oh, backflip forthcoming. No, no. Okay. It sounds like a plan. All right. Nice, nice. I don't know what they called it. I apologize. I had a little bit of business there. Apologize. Snap suplex. Buried her right on her head. The only thing about Queen Aminata that I have a question about, and I will say this, and this is constructive criticism, sometimes I think she's a little too aggressive in how she works because she always usually comes up with some minor injury every single match. 2 count for Layla Gray. Queen Aminata kicks out right at 3. See here. There we go. Roll through. Big elbow. Kind of like a modified sliced bread. Layla gets a 2 1/4 out of it. Let's see what we get here. Layla Gray really working in those elbows. This is actually a good showing for Layla Gray. It's better than I thought it was going to be. And then Aminata just puts a stop to that one right away. I don't even know what this submission is, but she's going to have to get. Yeah, she's tapping. She's tapping. Layla Gray's tapping. Queen Aminata has a new finisher. And she looked like she meant business with that, too. That was a good showing for Layla Gray, but it was an even better showing for Queen Aminata with an introduction of a new finisher just in time for Thanksgiving. 64 viewers. Let's try to get to 70 for the end of the hour. We got 30 more minutes of stream. We've been at this for about 2.5 hours now, a little over 2.5. Enjoying the time, enjoying the hanging out, enjoying all of that. So, it's like, it is what it is. Here comes the other trios. We got Top Flight versus, I forget who on this one. And the sad part of it is I've got it up on the screen too. Let's see what we got here. Oh, they're going to wrestle the Dork Order. Okay. Y'all call it the Dark Order. I call it the Dork Order. That's all there is to it. So this one right here probably should go about another 5 or 10 minutes, and we should have at least one more backstage segment. Everybody's all bandaged up from the last time they had a polite conversation with the Blackpool Combat Club. So this is supposed to be a friendly match, just sort of a sparring contest, because obviously now we have two faces in the ring. Usually when you have two faces in the ring, that usually means everybody's in the same spot at the same time. We might get a Blackpool Combat Club view here just in a minute. Let's see what we got here. I'm going to pretend that Tony Schiavone got hit in the back of the head with a brick before he started working this segment here. Somehow lost his imagination about what professional wrestling is. We're just going to leave it at that for right now. No tie up here, just an elbow. Yep, looks like we're going to be doing arm bars here for a minute. Arm bars and reversals. Snapmare takeover. Ooh, quick attempt at a pin. Not even a 1 count. Nice move, though. I got to say that. Nice move. To be honest with you, the wrestling is just crisper. That's all it is. I realize some of these comments might not be showing up in the comment section here, but I'm reading them as they go. So like, comment, share. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Let's see if we can't get to 70 by the end of the stream, which is going to be about 27 minutes, give or take. Not to mention, if I need to check one more thing here just to see, because I want to make sure I don't make an announcement for a show that ain't happening. So let's see if we can't figure this part out real quick here. Yeah, we are going to have a WWE Smackdown and Rampage review at the Covalent TV. They're going to be live 15 minutes after I go off the air, which, that does happen. Got the notifications turned on, got the likes in there. Okay, so now I'm looking at it. Baron Corbin, Baldhead Baron, has been released. Tegan Knox and Indy Hartwell. I am just now seeing that for the first time. Live reaction to that will be forthcoming, probably in tomorrow's show. I'll probably have plenty to say about it after I've let it digest for a little while. The Baron Corbin thing should have happened probably a couple of years ago. Baron has been cold product in WWE now for easily 2 years. And they've been struggling to try to find something for him to do. And I just don't think they ever had it to begin with. I think the people they had him matched up with were just bad matches, bad looks all the way across the board. That's my take on Baron Corbin. Didn't have much for the other lady, and we've already talked about Indy Hartwell, so it is what it is, and that's what it is. But yeah, at the Covalent TV, we'll be live at the top of the hour with their review, with their facts, data, statistics, holding drones accountable and bringing you the news and all of that good ass entertaining that they do on a normal. That's a daily thing for them. It's like eat, sleep, defeat, repeat, you know? Defeat, eat, sleep, repeat. You know, however that t-shirt works out. They got some of the best stuff on television right now, besides myself, obviously, because I enjoy what I do as well. But they are really good at what they do. So if you want to hear a different take on WWE, something you may not be used to hearing, if you've been in these echo chambers for forever, this is going to seem kind of out of the box a certain way. You're going to feel a certain way for the first few minutes. The only thing you really need to remember is they're not telling lies. They're not just saying stuff for the sake of being saying it. They do actually bring you those facts, data, and statistics, and they bring it and they explain it. It's not like, I just don't like this, ha, ha, ha. No, they explain it. That's what got me into some of this stuff. All right, Dork Order managing to hold their own, working. One of them, I can't see it because their picture-in-picture got really small for some reason. And Mariah May still vowing to rip Anna Jay's head off. They are going to a commercial. I'm going to take it with them because it's a political ad. We'll be right back. And we're back. And we're back. I just don't do political commercials going live because I just never know what's going to come out of my mouth at any given time. Either side, I don't pick a side right now until Tuesday. But political ads do have a problem in that they're political ads, and I just don't want to be live when one of them pops up. That's all it is to it. Nothing crazy, nothing stupid, just saying. And we're back. The action is back. Action Andretti with the pile driver suplex. Let's check in over there on the twits. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? I hadn't heard anything out of anybody. Oops. There's a reset button that just got hit. Nice. Whatever that was nice. 2 count, 2.5 count, 2.5 count. Not enough to seal the deal, but enough to ring the bell. Ooh, that looked like a sidewalk slam to me. Nice high kick. Ooh. Oh my goodness. Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Chain Wrestling. Double 2 count, double 2 count. We didn't even know who the legal man was in that. That's how good it was. Ladies and gentlemen, it looks like we may have an overrun. I don't know. I'm looking for it. Let's see what we got here. I got to check these matches again. Yeah, we got Lio Rush versus Commander coming up here in a minute. Wait a minute, I misread the clock. We ain't going to have an overrun. I kept looking at it like it was 10 minutes till, and it's 20 minutes till. Ladies and gentlemen, I officially cannot tell time. Oh my goodness. That was a Action Andretti. I mean, he can get up in the rafters too. He can get up in the rafters with the best of them. And Top Flight's having problems in the ring. Evil Uno come up and gave a super kick, then picked up one of his own. And oh my goodness, 1, 2, almost a 3 count. I thought they were going to lose there, and Action Andretti was going to lose his shit. That does happen. Action Andretti's turning heel right before our very eyes, and no one is shocked. Everybody's booing. He's getting the oh, that was innovative. That was innovative. Oh, and stepped on him on the way over. Uh-oh. 1, 2, 3. Action Andretti picks up the pin and the heel heat. That came as a package deal right there, guys. That was actually some good work. All right, there's problems in the house with Top Flight. All right, everybody's getting a little upset here. This day, it's not so much face anymore. Of course, we don't see Action Andretti extending his hand now, do we? And straight into the next match, just the way we like it. Lio Rush and Commander, we are here for the main event, and it seems like we just started 5 minutes ago, and we are here. The fastest hour in wrestling. Before things get too crazy, just remember, when you want synergy, it is Freshen Up Energy. And when you need to relax, it's Cosmic Snacks. They are our proud partners. They keep this stream going even when nobody else does. That's why I don't ask for contributions, because I don't need them. I could use them, but I don't need them. All contributions go straight back into the stream. So far, I haven't had to put that to the test. Test me and find out. Seriously. And it's feeling like Lio Rush is like the ring general now. I think Lio Rush has assumed the ring general position. But they are taking a break here before this main event. We're going to take one right with them here so I can protect my voice here. I know we only got 15 more minutes, but you would be surprised. I'll be right back. And we're back. We're coming back to a Dynamite commercial. Saw that one coming. Motorola catching an advertisement with Rampage. You just can't beat it. Look at some of these advertisers. Edward Jones Financial. You want to know why you get that? It's because they know Tony's audience. That's why. And here comes the political ads. I'm just going to be quiet here for just a minute. And I went ahead and muted the whole advertisement because I wasn't sure whether you could hear it online or not. And I want to make sure that I don't progress any narrative that's out there. Any narrative, not just one or two, the whole damn crew. Because we're getting down to crunch time and everybody's going to say everything and so on and so forth. That's as far as I go with that. I got to find this Marcos.com pizza. Does anybody know where Marco's Pizza is? Because that looked absolutely delicious. For the long haul tomorrow, the long stream, all the way across the board, etc., etc. We're actually going to get the original Wizard of Oz on the TBS TNT network. I advise everybody to watch that, especially the last 10 minutes of the movie, because that's where we are right now. Leo Rush in the ring, Commander on his way down. Do we get Alex the Hype Man just so? Yeah, we got Alex the Hype Man. Yeah. That's another guy right there that just loves wrestling. I mean, I can understand people not liking Alex the Hype Man, and I'm pretty sure we're going to hear plenty about that later on. But people who genuinely enjoy professional wrestling, those are my people. Just so everybody knows. If you enjoy professional wrestling, you're my people. I don't particularly care if you hang on to WWE, AEW, TNA, New Japan, Stardom, Noah, Marigold, AAA, CMLL. I could just keep going on and on and on. I even like MLP right now. There's some stuff I didn't like about MLP, but we got our facts straight now, so we kind of understand where it's coming from. Leo Rush offering, and Commander says, "No, I'm good. I'm good. I don't trust you." Leo Rush is just trying to get a handshake off here. The ring psychology already kicking off. Leo's like, okay, screw it. We won't shake hands. I'll just whoop your ass and leave. How about that? Guys, hold on to your hat. You're going to need them. This match is going to be hard to call. Commander picks up a quick two there, real quick, with an attempted roll up pin. We are sitting at 65 people. Hell yes. I don't think Alex the Hype Man's going to get involved, Leo. I think we're good on this. I think we're really good. All right, we didn't shake hands, but we're going to get face to face. There we go. You didn't want to shake hands. You want to have a shoving contest. We'll have a shoving contest. It's Leo Rush, the man of 1,000 escapes. You know, there's some people who have the man of 1,000 holds, but we have the man of 1,000 escapes, except for that one. I don't think he saw that one coming. I think Leo's starting to get a little pissed off. I think I would too if I were Leo. Of course, they've been told how many minutes they've got. Nope, I was willing to shake hands a minute ago. You were not willing to shake hands. Commander gets an. Whoa, that was pretty. Oh! Suicide dive, and it really looked like a suicide dive. Nice. We're going to picture in picture here for some more commercials, I think. Yep, that's right. Yeah. They are fighting along the ramp out there. I'm not sure Commander's 100% sure what hit him yet. I think Leo Rush skipped the reset button and went straight to Control Alt Delete, obviously. We're talking up and hyping up Collision for tomorrow. All right, Leo Rush gets Commander back in the ring. We got a one and a quick one count. Commander popped up out of that like he meant business. Let's see what we got here. Leo Rush driving that shoulder into the turnbuckle, driving him into the turnbuckle really hard. Match is not going at its typical fast pace yet, but that looked like a hidden blade from nowhere from what I can see on the picture in picture. Leo picks up a 2 count, kicks out at 2.5. See where we're at with this. So you have a Marcos there in Burlington. Okay, I'll have to remember that when we're coming through that area because I passed Burlington basically on my way back to the beach when I come out of the mountains to work. I've enjoyed Leo Rush's second run too. I think Leo Rush is enjoying Leo Rush's second run because I think he's got a level of maturity now that he didn't have for that first run. Leo Rush was not incredibly a mature individual for many years. I would say longer than a decade, to be honest with you. Leo always had talent, and I knew he always had talent, but he had an attitude. And if you got an attitude, I don't care how much talent you've got, you are not going to make it in the ring. You're not. He's got Commander in a headlock, though. All right, going to roll him, going to shoot the half, and come up in another headlock. Oh, he's starting to get him into a submission. But yeah, I saw that Marco's Pizza commercial right there, and I about lost it. That pizza looked really good, especially that triple pepperoni they were talking about. I may have to try that. That triple pepperoni, I may have to try. Let's see what we got here. They're a little early to be in the rest moves, though. They only got 7 minutes of the show left. By the way, top of the hour, within 10 to 15 minutes at the Covalent TV. We'll be live with that facts, data, statistics. They're going to break it down like a fraction, as Daryl says. Be sure to stay tuned in. Be sure to catch up with that the Covalent TV. Like I said, you might not like what they got to say the first time, but you will appreciate it because it is facts, data, and statistics. See here, Leo Rush looking like he's coming up off the top rope. What are we going to get out of this maneuver? Oh, he missed. Uh-oh. Caught the Commander elbow there. Alex the Hype Man doing Alex the Hype Man stuff. Whoa. Uh-oh. Flying body press. See here. I don't know that didn't do Commander worse than it did Leo Rush. Biggie. Big leg. Uh-oh. Little bit of showboating. That's putting it mildly. All righty. Let's see what we got here. Let's see what we got. Moonsault. Lio Rush just ate it. 1, 2, and not eating the pin, though. Commander came up short. 2.5, 2.5. No, that was not going to be a 3, Commander. It wasn't enough to put Leo away. That's right. This Wednesday on Dynamite, Jamie Hayter, Penelope Ford. That's going to be a barn burner right there, too. That's going to be a top shelf match from hell. See what we got here. Nice shot. Nice elbow right out of the gate. Another elbow. Leo's starting to get it back together here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Commander out, back in the ring. Stunner. Stunner. See what we got here. I think Leo got his reset button hit here at some point in time. It does appear like it. I may send him a tweet to see if that's what the case was. Because occasionally he does answer my tweets. Look at him. He didn't let it go. That was a stunner without a stun. Leo is quite possibly one of the most innovative wrestlers going today. That's fact. Elbow. Commander coming back. Elbow. Oh, power bomb from nowhere. Power bomb from nowhere. Big knee. 1, 2.5. Going to take a little more than that to put Commander away with Alex the Hype Man, Warner's favorite manager in AEW. 2 count. Alex the Hype Man getting the crowd into it. And trust me, by this point in time here, they have seen a lot of wrestling for this show. They saw some Ring of Honor. They saw the Dynamite main show. And then they're catching the 1 hour for Rampage. So they're probably sitting at about, I don't know, 6.5 hours of wrestling at this point. Yeah, I was going to say, Leo can get you from anywhere. He'll get you on the side apron. You just got to adjust. That's all. Uh-oh. Reset button engaged. Oh, what-row? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Backstabber on the apron. Now, I never understood this one. I think Commander gets the worst of that, but that's just me. Oh! What in the hell was that? I think the time in Japan helped him, but also he did a lot more British strong style wrestling. He did the Rev Pro Challenge. And I think after doing the Rev Pro Challenge, I think that, oh, missing that frog splash. Crucifix, 2.25, 2 3/4. High boot. All right, quit partying and put the man away. The Commander, come on. Yes, he can. 1, 2, 3. Commander picks up the win over Leo Rush. Who saw that one coming? I did not see that coming a mile away. I gotta say, I didn't see it coming. Shout out to Commander for closing the deal. Shout out to the fastest hour of wrestling, and shout out to each and every one of you for hanging out with me. Rodrigo Castro, glad to see you. You got here just in time for the end of the show, but if you hang out, you will probably catch at the Covalent TV here in just a couple of minutes. Just a couple of minutes. Are we going to have a clean exchange at the end of the match? We are. Looking good. What's John Moxley going to do tomorrow night? Well, I do know what I'm getting ready to do. I'm getting ready for At the Covalent TV coming up next. And just a reminder, this stream has been brought to you by Freshen Up Energy and Cosmic Snacks. When you need to relax, it's Cosmic Snacks. And when you need to find some synergy, it's Freshen Up Energy. And there goes what's left of my voice. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for sticking with us all night. 64, we had up to close to 70. I loved it. Thank you. Good night. God bless. And good night, America, wherever you are. Take care.